Hey, it's Kyle here from Kickstart Automation, and today we're going to be sharing with you some results that we did for a client, Mexican client, Maquinaria Jr. They are a company based in Mexico, kind of on the borderline of Arizona near Yuma. And what their business does is they are a very niche company where they purchase equipment from the United States, and once they've purchased it, they then turn around and sell it in the States. So that in mind, their system currently, before we got started, was they were using Salesforce. And so in Salesforce, it was working where it was being able to track kind of the opportunities of different buyers in Mexico looking to buy different equipment. However, the challenge is in their process, they had so many opportunities just stuck in the middle of the pipeline. And so the owner of Justin of McKinney Jr. wanted to do two things. One, have automation stay on top of the sales team to keep on calling and making sure they're doing their homework with each client. And second, making sure that all the prospects that come into the pipeline get educated, and based on what they were interested in, also then specific education, what makes them different of reselling that type of equipment. So a two-handed approach where one is helping the sales team, the support team, stay on top of all the different types of leads that are coming in through all their different channels. And second, then also having education set up on the side of where prospects would be coming in, and them getting specific information on what type of product they're looking for, and then their examples of their other sales that they've had with other clients as well. So that was kind of the system that they were looking to have. And so after 2 months, we implemented all of this. That included integration with their website and ClickFunnels into Infusionsoft. And then once we had the data coming in, we then had to listen and figure out what their sales process was. So this is the sales pipeline. And so all the leads that they have coming in off the website are coming into Nueva Oportunidad. That's new opportunity. And then working with the sales team, I helped train them to figure out what their sales stages were, and then the automation in the background. So I'll be able to show you kind of what automation's happening in the background, and then also some other reports for them as well. So they get to see what their hot scores are for the prospects that are in their pipeline, and some ongoing kind of quote reporting as well. So all in all, after 2 months of working with us, we were able to score about $114,000 in sales. So that was like awesome, and not just getting a couple of sales. Those were only 2 orders worth 113,000. But most importantly was that we're getting all the leads all into one sales pipeline. We're keeping everything really organized so that everybody can focus on their job at hand and not everything scattered all over the place. So how their sales process broke down is they would get a new opportunity. If these people were just looking at opportunity wishes, we would put them in here. So we would treat them differently. And then as for the 1, 2, 3 here, these are voicemails where they're calling first. If they're not, don't pick up, it will get them to then give them a reminder, the sales team, to make a second call attempt, third call attempt, with also emails going out to the prospects saying, hey, we reached out, but no one was there. So we're always constantly moving them to the next stage. And so here is sent a quote, or prepare a quote, sent a quote, and then getting a decision. We're doing the negotiation, and then we've gotten that 15% deposit for the machine to get the sale actually moving. And then once we've actually got the sale, it's closed, and so we can start our WOW campaign. So based on each step of the process of where they're working with all their different type of prospects, there is now a set stages for the business, so we're not always inventing the wheel. This incubation that's kind of a Spanish word for long-term nurture. So if we got prospects into the pipeline and we answered all their questions, and they were looking, when are you looking to buy? They said, oh, in a couple of years. We would put them into the incubation, so we have a long-term nurture set up to keep engaging with them and wait for them to bubble up. Here is a custom report that the owner wanted to see their sales team. So it's Monday today that I'm recording this. So it's reporting every 7 days. So it's showing like how many calls were made this week, but there was no answer. How many good calls were there this week that resulted in a decision this week? So there's 0 right now because I'm recording this on a Monday morning. So again, to highlight, creating organization for the company for all the leads coming in from all their different sources. And then also here, as you can see, as based on working together for 2 months, we generated them $113,000 in sales. So those were 3 sales that were closed. So looking at some of the campaigns that we put together to the campaign builder. One is the pipeline. So what we did is we just let it open up here. So like I said, of all the different stages in their sales pipeline, there was automation that happened in here. So once we sent out the quote, we then got them to, if they didn't accept, we would send them an email, say, why didn't you like it? And then 30 minutes later, give a task to the salesperson to follow up and figure out what needs to be changed to the quote. If they did accept the quote, it would then send out another email, say what's moving them to the next step, and then also a different type of task to now move it to the next stage, and that's up here. So every time we got new leads down here, we had a process. So we would create a task to give them a call, intro email, another task, and then start them into the engagement stage, indoctrination stage, so that everybody that comes into the system that's new would be getting a few emails in the first week to really understand the past, the mission, why we're different, and how we save our clients money when they purchase from us. So all the consistency of the branding of prospects coming in get to fully understand, what makes us different and separates us, and then also gets them to know, okay, what's the next step now that you're kind of have an opportunity with us and you're interested, what are we going to be doing over the next couple of weeks? So they get on the same page, and they're not surprised when we're calling them to ask them about their quote. So everybody's all on the same page. So this was the sales pipeline automation that we built for them. And then some of these other campaigns here were all kind of the marketing campaigns where leads are coming in. Here's the indoctrination campaign that I was talking to you about. So these are kind of preset emails that everybody gets in the first week or so. What we're doing now is what we're looking to launch is that based on when they come into the sales pipeline, we want to engage with them based on what their interest was. So gruas is a Spanish word for trucks. So if they like gruas, we would then send them some more information about what we've done in the past with the trucks. And then kind of, let's go into the first one here. So as you can see, we're giving some more information, videos on the type of gruas that we've sold in the past, and we're trying to create that engagement with our prospects, so they understand kind of what makes us different. Again, so we have them broken out into different categories of what they're interested in, the different type of products that we have. We are doing some text message engagement as well, based on people that don't engage with us in emails. We are texting them. So I don't want to go too deep into all of the campaigns that we're building out for them, but the high level of what we did was, if we show you kind of the let's see here, billing and account information, is what we did is, you can see there's total contacts is about 20,000 in here. So what we did is we moved them from, in 2 months, really what the project was involved is moving them from Salesforce into Infusionsoft, building out a sales process, creating automation around it, so the sales team of 3 are all organized and they know what stage they need to move on to the next stage, and having automation helping them do the job when they're not in the office, following up. For example, if a quote was sent and wasn't opened, that it would have automation reminding that prospect to be opening it up. So having a sales pipeline automation working for each individual salesperson, helping them move the process of their prospect to the next stage faster. Third was creating custom reports so that they are knowing the kind of the pulse on what things they need to do for the week. And then, just as a result of those 3 things, we were able to get prospects moving through to the final stage using Infusionsoft, and getting them to we're using everything from marketing automation to sales automation to then the actual billing and stuff inside of Infusionsoft as well, and sending out to actual invoices and getting them paid. So a lot of this took training, education from us with the client and with their sales team and a marketing team to get them to really start utilizing the tools inside Infusionsoft. And that's what we love doing, is solving those business challenges. And so the biggest business challenge for this client here was, how do I start using a system that will help generating more sales from the leads that I'm getting from my marketing programs? So hopefully you found that helpful. You got to see a little bit more detail and the how-tos of what we did, and that helps you on your end with some of the questions you have working with an Infusionsoft certified partner. Talk to you then, and have a great one. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.